Hi there, welcome back to Gadget Mad Lad. This is another teardown, and we're still on the hunt for that elusive bleeding fuse. I've got some leads, so I potentially might be have to buy it though. So my cousin's got somewhere he knows where that sells it. It's in dollars though, and obviously I'm UK pounds, and I'm crap at using the internet. Like an old person. Like, oh my god, new technology. Sat that fandangled old stuff. Nah, I'm talking weird now. Alright, so this teardown is going to be a Brightbox wireless router from E. It's a brand spanking new one. Okay. How am I going to do this? Right, so let's come in it sideways. So we've got our quick start guide. Nothing of use to us really, because that's literally zero use to us. This stuff, that might be information to the board, so if I end up keeping the board, I might keep that something, so I'll put that to one side just for the sake of it. So that's nothing. Junk. We've got a little, is it a DSL filter? ADSL filter, something like that. My mate Vince, I'm sure I've heard him talk about these. They've got gold pins on the inside, so they go for scrap, and they've got capacitors inside there as well, so maybe you need a capacitor or something and you don't want to buy one. Have looks in here, see what it is. Maybe we can tear one down in a future video. And that's to the side. We've got a phone Ethernet cable thingamabob. Not much use to us. They are good for the wires inside, are high quality though, so if you want to repurpose that by cutting the ends off, pulling the wires out and using it for a little wiring of some kind, I'm not too sure, but I'd like to reuse that wire. I find it really high quality. Same deal with this. It's really thin gauge, high quality wire. Just need to chop the ends off, and again, gold pins, not gold pins, gold plated pins in there. Not the greatest quality, but still something. And these, I always love to keep these, because a barrel jack don't really matter, because I sometimes chop the head off and change it to a different head or something or whatever, but this is a power adapter, which is 12 volts, 1 amp. Nothing mega special, but have you ever been like, when you've got something and it needs a power adapter, and you can never find the right bleeding power adapter, or I don't know, it requires some special custom voltage or something like that. None of the normal power adapters that fit it have or something. Well, these tend to have quite weird voltages, and I got quite a backup of these, and they'll come handy for all kinds of different things. Very useful, these. That's the power supply for the modem itself. So I'll be keeping that. That goes in my power supply drawer, or drawers, because there is multiple. And we've got this little clip thing. I think that's the one you stick it on the wall. So maybe pop that out or something, and that does that. Maybe for now, I'm going to get rid of the box, because you're not going to be in that anymore. And going to recycling, because cardboard, easy peasy to recycle. So I've put it in there to quickly move the box away. So on this we have got, what have we got? Torque screws. So nothing me. Oh, that's satisfying, that noise, isn't it? I really like that noise. So for anything else, thank you, whatever you called, for giving us that. So I'll get my torque screws. They should be here, I think. Security ones will do. Some security bits. A bit out of that. Let's see what we're looking at. I think maybe this one, maybe this. I'll go with this one. So screw bit T9, that is. It's a security screw, but it's not an actual security screwdriver bit, but it's not a security screw, it's just a torque, but it's just a torque bit, so yeah, we're good with that. So from what I can see, there's 4 screws to remove. I mean, these aren't anything special, they're just a pain in my butt, to be honest with you, anything that's not a crosshead or a flathead. So that's going in the poo pot. The crap tub. Essentially the pot where I put all my rubbish bits and bobs that they end up in the bin anyway. These are nice and loose. I'm wobbling the camera there, right? Say about that. This is why I couldn't do that with that other one, because vibrations from slight bit of movement on this table are a bugger. That's just something I want to do in a future video as well, and I want to actually remake my work table into the perfect kind of table for YouTubing. It's got like a metal frame below it, an aluminium metal frame. It's on wheels. It's really sturdy. It's just like a crappy you call it, MDF panel on top. I want to get some real wood and get a vice on there and all that other stuff. Get it looking good. Put a mount for my camera and all that stuff. Right, so enough chit chat, because again I'm going on myself. So I think we are going to use a pry tool just to kind of jimmy it loose. It shouldn't be too much trouble, I don't think. I don't think there's any hidden screws, but then again, I don't think there was any hidden screws last time, did I? And there was. I think that's a hidden screw anything. I think it's this little kind of notch dimple / nipple plastic thing. Right, so see if we can pry this loose. Why doesn't it not want to pry loose? Time for the big guns. Get that for you. So the pry tool didn't seem to do the trick. Again, I can't really show it on camera because if I put it on the table and start doing this, it's going to bobble the camera like a son of a bitch. Yep, can you breaking loose? There we go. So I got in that side. Now I'm going to try it from the top. Got my finger stuck in there, hopefully so it doesn't reshut again. Yep, so we've got the top open now on the side. Set my fingers on this side while I pry this bit. Don't recommend sticking your fingers in stuff to use as tools, but mine are just big beefy corned beef sausage rolls anyway, so what can you do? So there's literally no screws holding it in place, I don't think. It's just one wire, which is soldered in. How cheap is that? That last one we did, Sky, had little gold connectors connecting these to the board, and they were separate as well. It's a little cheap, crappy Wi-Fi aerial. So if you've got a Wi-Fi router from EE, and it's the same as this, maybe what I think about switching your supply, because let's just say component-wise, this is not that good at all. No heatsink, nothing mega good. Got some obviously some good components for, like, you know, recycling purposes and reusing purposes, but for a router in general, I don't see nothing too good. I do see fuses though. Now 000, you can make that or not. 000 again, and we've got a load of ones there. Oh, actually, oh no, 71RS. Oh, bugger. I thought I got lucky then. Oh, that'd be strong enough, surely. Nope. Put the letters on it and I had no freaking idea what letters mean. And that was fricking, just to clarify in case the YouTube subtitles thinks I'm swearing. Fricking is not swearing. It's like fracking, but with I in it. Yeah, I don't know. Sounding funny in my head. Right, so it's gonna, because obviously that's connected to the board, and we're not really bothered about the crap aerial on it. So what we'll do, we'll stick the wire there. If I can get to it, which it really doesn't want to let me do. You can see that or not, but it's me cutting it loose. And now we've got the board separate from the rest of it. So if this were in a landfill, if you ask something, there should be some kind of shielding over this. Can you see this silver outline? It's actually meant to be some kind of shielding. I'm trying to see if I've got any knocking about to show you what it should look like, but I'm assuming you know what shielding looks like, maybe? It's like a metal kind of plate that's like a little cube thing over that. Like this, essentially. But over that, should be shielding it from, like, radio waves from all the, you know, excess things connected to it. And that capacitor there looks like it's bulging. So good for a brand new thing, eh? Right, that as well. These always intrigue me, these connectors on circuit boards. See this? This is, I'm not sure if this is what I think it is, but I'm hoping it is. If you update your firmware and stuff for the router through the USB port on the back here, or on the side, or wherever it is on yours. But if you crack the thing open like this, you can see on the board sometimes you'll find this. This is actually on pretty much any electronic device like going. I'm pretty sure it's called a UART connection, which is UART. I'm not 100% sure the actual abbreviation, what it stands for, but with this, I think it's like one's ground, one's positive, data plus, and data minus. So like a data cable, essentially, where micro USB is wired up, something like that. So essentially like this, how this is wired. If you wire something like that to that, you could actually connect to it and potentially hack the software, the firmware on it. Because this basically runs on Linux. That's what its operating system is. Not exactly Linux, but it's like a modified version of Linux, like someone's customized and rolled out. It's called the Internet of Things, essentially. That's what these type of things run on. It's like smart doorbells and Wi-Fi bulbs and stuff like that, essentially. I love this kind of stuff. This is really, really interesting stuff for me. Just want to know how all the electronics in the world work and what components are in everything, and it's where you go for spare parts and stuff. I always had a fascination with building robots when I was a kid, so I think that's where it comes from originally. But I'm not seeing the fuse that we need. I mean, I'm going to try one of these double zeros inevitably at some point, so I mean, I might get lucky with that. But so saying there as well, if you look, I'll show you something. This is what I'm kind of confused by. This is why I only I've seen the fuse that they use in other mod videos that I've seen people do. So I know the 3300 version of this should definitely work. But if you look there, look how wide and long that is. That's 000, yeah. Whereas where is it? Sorry, then there we go. See there. Them two are 000 again. And from what I know, they've got a little R next to them, so that means resistor. And this has got a R next to this as well. So they're resistors too. Well, fuses. I think it's pretty much the same thing. It's a resistance of a voltage which either ups or downs the voltage or simulates the voltage. I think something along the lines of that. Bear in mind, I'm not trained in any of this whatsoever. I'm just like watched a few YouTube videos and I think I know what I'm talking about. But the scrap value, I'm not wrong about that. I mean, there's value in it. So I'm thinking for the next video, maybe we'll just go straight into trying to do the DSI macro. If you want to see that, obviously comment below. If I get a comment below saying that you want to see that, I'll do that next. If I don't, I'll probably do a few more teardowns. So depending on what you want to see, if you're happy with the teardowns, that can keep that going. If you want to see the DS macro, which I thought I had next to me, but I haven't got next to me, so that'll be obviously another time. But DSI macro, you interested in that? Comment below. If not, it'll be teardowns, and I'll see you for next time. Bye bye, guys.